Traveling to Eichenwald.
That shows how many conditions. The game hates conditions, like I've said many times. So it can't do that. It literally can't do it. That many conditions. $300 wait untils. Let's see if it has the same effect.
You can't escape.
See what it does. It does have an effect though. As you can see from the latency. Yeah, there's definitely an effect. Turn them all off and let's see how it plays.
Traveling to Mumbai.
You can't escape death.
Okay, let me delete them then. How about that?
Welcome to Circuit Royale.
You can't escape death.
Interesting. Let me paste them all back. I want to see the entries. It should be 300, but let's see.
You can't escape death.
599. Okay, so no condition. But yeah, it's about 600. Let's look at the diagnostics. 1,200. Wow. We're at 600 rolls. Has any effect? I don't think the game likes that. Yeah, that's insane. They should be 600 without conditions though. But even so, I don't think it cares. It's too much. Because it starts at the start of the game, it's gonna be 1,200 entries. Simply waiting until. So the game plays, so it's more efficient. The wait untils are more efficient than conditions. I think that's a fact. They are more efficient than conditions, but I'm guessing they're not as efficient as subroutines. Guessing that's what it is. They're not as efficient as subroutines. Very interesting. They are more efficient than conditions, though. So I could technically put those on my subroutine controllers. That would make my game even more efficient. Probably will do that. Very interesting.
Welcome to Hollywood.
You can't escape death.
Traveling to Dorado.
That's interesting. Oh, it still crashed. Yeah, it still crashes. But it does it in a more efficient looking way, like you have more room. Interesting. Yeah, subroutines have to be the most efficient though. Not actually waiting for anything. It's not giving the game anything to do in the background. That's what it's crashing of, like from. It's probably like counting down these numbers. It has to do with that for 600 of these. Yeah, that's a lot of processing. But with subroutines, does nothing. No condition, no action. Has to be the most efficient. It is, it definitely is. What I'll probably do here is make some of these use a wait until instead of conditions. Probably what I'll do. But yeah, I'm gonna keep using subroutines. I can't simply replace them because they are the most efficient option. Okay, I'm gonna add that to my notes. I don't think I'm gonna do that now, though. What I'm gonna do now is simply focus on some basic things, like with the new menu. The menu being having those extra options that are shown, those next and previous options. That's what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, I think so. It uses a lot to do this, like a lot of work to do this, but it would need a lot of work anyways, like in a lot of different things. It would need a lot of work to do this anyways. To do this next and previous option, it would need a lot of work. So, it's completely worth it. Let me look at the menu one more time to be sure. I like it.
Traveling into icon mode.
What I was thinking though, I was thinking maybe I could make the other HUD text, the actual information HUD text there, below that, a bit better. I don't know though if I can. It's been really nice there, and yeah, it's not, it's really nice, like I said. I don't think there's a way I can make that better. Okay. I like it. I'm definitely going to keep these next and previous, so I need to finish that now. Definitely going to keep it. Simply makes sense. It allows me to remove complexity from it. Complexity from like the option numbers. I really don't want it to be any more complex than it needs to be. Because ease of use is very important. It's not easy to use, people won't use it. So yeah, I am trying to make that as perfect as possible. So I'll probably think about it a bit more, but currently this is the best way to do it. Okay, let's see here. What are the previous options? Yeah, this is gonna use some time. It's going to use some time. Generally, it won't be too difficult to implement whenever I make a new option. I have not been increasing these by 2. Forgot. Can't be forgetting those though, they're very important to keep the efficiency good. Definitely some tedious work here. Really tedious work. That's okay. Needs to happen. Needs to happen exactly like this too. I've already thought about a lot of the ways I could do this. I could do it with HUD text, or I can do it like this. I can make it in the HUD text. I can make a variable that has all the options in it. Something like that. But it would be extremely complicated and extremely, like, there would be a lot of arrays in each variable. And yeah, it would be dumb, really. It'd be dumb compared to this. This is the most efficient way to do it. It only adds 2 entries. And it sets it one time for whatever I want. And it's that simple. It's really simple. No complexities here. This isn't even near the most tedious thing I've done. So this is actually easy stuff compared to some of the stuff I've done. Oh, come on, stop that. I need to stop forgetting. I need to make it a habit to remember. Set it to 8 or whatever it needs. I think it's move speed that's next. Yeah. And what's the previous option? Actually, is it health? Well, it's not going to be health. It's going to be knockback received. So, yeah, I'll put it to that because it's correct. Might not even be knockback received too. I might even add more option to this thing. Should be size. It is. thought I did it already. Next, I think it's gravity. It should be. Nice, it was. If I missed any, I don't think I did. Keep on checking them for no reason. Stop doing that. No reason I should uncheck them. It doesn't do anything. Definitely do more of this soon. I need to keep going with the subroutine stuff and all of my new menu changes. I haven't actually implemented all of them yet to all of the options in the menu or that are supposed to be in the menu. I haven't implemented all of them. Seen a lot of presets over my time of playing. I've always wanted to create one with the most amount of features. Like everything you would want. Everything. All the customizability and every option that all the other presets have. Except for like mini games. That's the only thing I'm not adding, I don't think. I mean, I was thinking about it at a point. I was thinking about adding mini games, like rock, paper, scissors, or something like a small mini game. But it's not so easy when you have all of the other things to worry about. You can't simply start adding a whole different sector into the actual menu. So I'm probably never gonna do that because I feel like it would be way too much for this. Like, it's not supposed to be every mode in one. It's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like floor is lava and everything. It's not supposed to be like that, okay? It's supposed to be basically every feature you would want, like a chill game mode. Place where you can simply talk to people, relax, kill people if you wanted to, be annoying, whatever. That type of stuff. But if I start adding game modes to it, like other game modes than that, then it starts to get a bit complicated, and probably I'm gonna have some overloading of the script. It's not gonna be so efficient anymore because I'm gonna have all this other extra stuff that's not relating to the main subject of this preset, which is chill kill, as it's called. So I don't think I'm gonna ever add that. I really don't. Like, I'm very confident in saying I'm not going to add that because it doesn't make sense. But I will add everything else, and with this efficiency that I'm having, I should be able to. I've tried a lot in the past with adding everything, but it was always something that made it not work. And I think I've finally found that thing. It's conditions. Conditions. I'm gonna use subroutines, and I'm even gonna start using wait untils to help with the efficiency even more. So with all of that, I should be able to do it. Finally. I didn't even start recording videos until this preset. This preset is like my 4th or something preset. I've made so many presets already, trying to do this, trying to make it as perfect as possible, trying to make as many options as possible, make the menu as good as possible. I made so many menus already. So many menu designs. What I originally wanted to do was I was doing a text with like a bunch of the listed stuff, and it had buttons for each thing, and that was obviously not good. But I think after that I wanted to do like a selection, so it wouldn't be buttons for each thing. It would be singular buttons, but you had to scroll through each thing. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But I found some things that were not so easy to do, or at least what I thought was a bad idea, and I still do decently think it was a bad idea. I can't put too many filtered arrays in this game. You really can't. HUD text is a problem. If it's not HUD text, at least in that scenario, if it wasn't HUD text, it was conditions. Either one. But I thought it was. I think it is. Alright, well, I don't know. Do I think it is? I don't know, really. I really don't know, because at that time, I don't know how many conditions I had. I don't know how much inefficiency I had. But that's what I thought it was. I thought it was HUD text. I thought it was HUD text being filtered array, and I had a bunch. I had like, I don't even know how many filtered array HUD text I had. I had a lot, though. I had a lot. And it was extremely inefficient. And I think there's a limit on how many HUD text you can have. Like, there's actually a hard limit on how many HUD text you can have. I think that's a fact. So I was also, I think, trying to, or not trying to, but I was getting to that point where it was starting to limit me how many HUD texts I had. That was like a long time ago. That was like 4 years ago or something like that, maybe 5 years ago. And then my next menu, I don't know if it was my next one, actually. But I've had a menu like this before. For this one, I've had a menu that only cycled through one option at a time. I'm trying to remember if that was my previous one to this one, or if it was somewhere in between. I don't know. I really don't. But I think it had problems also. It had problems with entries, or it simply overloaded, I think. I think it overloaded sometimes. I think that was one of the main problems with it, I think. Yeah, I need to be sure it doesn't overload. And I haven't tested this preset with overloading, but I have seen the numbers. I've seen the heroes and the latency numbers, and it doesn't seem to be going to that level of overloading when there's more players. I don't think it's gonna overload when there's more players, especially because of that condition thing that I've discovered recently. If it does, I don't know what I'm gonna do actually, because that is gonna be a problem if it still does. If everything somehow is too much in some way. Because it needs to survive in an environment where people are gonna be spamming things. That's what it needs to be surviving in. So I'm going to be sure it can. I think actions are the safest thing though, because I don't think I've ever really had a problem with actions and entries, and I've seen other custom games having high entries and still being okay, having insanely high entries, which is what actions are. Like well, everything is an entry in the workshop, whatever it is, a condition. But if I rely on entries more, instead of having conditions, things that are evaluated so much, it'll be more efficient. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen, because the entries can be sustained instead of the conditions. Like I said, I've seen so many presets that have insane amounts of entries. So many entries. And it does increase latency. It makes the game less responsive. But it doesn't close. It doesn't actually overload the workshop. And I think the overloading is really from conditions. It's really from conditions. Potentially things that are not meant to happen. And yeah, that's all, really. Other than that, if things are not going at thousands of entries a second, then the workshop, you should be able to do whatever you need to do. And my preset will be far lower than 1,000 entries a second. It definitely will be. I'm trying to think, how much would it be at max load. Like, if people are simply going through the menu, all 12 players are going through the menu. Or not 12, 10 players are going through the menu. How much load would that be? Not that much. Not that much, I don't think. Not that much. I didn't even think about that, but what if I also put... What if I also put all of these into an array also? That would be, I don't know. What would that be? What would that be? Would that be stupid? Put all of them into one variable. I don't know. I really don't know what that would be. I don't know if that would be stupid or good. Because, like I said, I don't want to do too much. But all of these is an individual variable. So I could save a lot of variables from that. I would say it's okay. I mean, I could definitely do that. I could definitely do that. Okay, I'll put it in the notes. I'll put it in the notes for more consideration. I don't know if it would potentially hurt the game though. Like, is it possible that this could no, I don't think it can because it's simply an array. As long as I'm not making the array huge, it shouldn't actually have any effect when I change a value in it. And also, even if an array is huge, it's not going to be the same because in my previous presets, I've had it to where it copies the array, changes a value in it, and then sets that entire variable to that new array, which is very inefficient to make the game do all of that to change a single value. So that was a problem, and this fixes that completely because it's only the arrays for each individual option instead of all of the arrays for each individual option in a singular variable, which is how I had it. There's no need to copy it, change a value, and then place it back. There's no need for that. All I need to do is set the value in the array to what I want. So I would say I probably will do that, even though it's going to be an annoyance to do because that means I have to basically redo this. All of this for every rule that I've made with this new design. I have to redo it in a way. probably take a day of work. It's not even that bad, really. Like, it wouldn't use that long, but it would definitely use some dedication. Yeah, another video and yeah, some time. But it wouldn't be too bad. I could definitely do that. So now it's like, should I start doing it now? Should I already like make some of the things to start doing it so it makes it easier on me later? Maybe I should, because I think I will do it. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. What should I change though? What should I make the new variable? I don't know. Maybe I should simply start doing it now instead. What if I simply start doing it now? Making all the rules to where they need to the correct number and everything. Correct value in the array and all of that. Anything that does not need to be updated, when you're on the exact option and you're not clicking any buttons, it can be an array. It can be in an array. It does not need to be a specific variable. It does not need to have its own variable. It can be in an array, and that saves variables, so that means I can have even more to use on whatever I need to. Whatever option I need to. Because I will have to have at least one variable for every option. At least. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna save this quickly and I'll start going. Start doing that. I'll do it for, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes. I'll stop. Maybe an hour, I don't know. I've been wanting to do more workshop recently, because I want to make more progress. In the past, I've done workshop for so many hours in a single time, like not stopping. But now I haven't been. And I want to get back into that. I want to start doing more again. But not today. Today is I awoken decently late. Well, very late. I awoken late. So I'm not going to do it today. I don't even know how long I've been doing it now, this time. I don't know. Has it been like an hour or 2 hours? I don't know. I'm not going to check the recording though until I'm done. Okay, let's see what I can do. Let me set it up. I also wanted to make all the like the menu and all of that to be in one variable, because it does not need to be in another variable. So I'm actually tempted to simply put all those things in a singular variable. Huh. Let me look at some options. Let me look at some rules before I do that. I need to be sure it's actually compatible with everything. Should be, but let me check. It should be. It should be compatible. Gonna be a big change though. It's gonna be a big change because it affects a lot of the main things, the core things that the menu uses. But it won't actually, it shouldn't use that long to actually implement. Other than this. Other than this is going to use a long time, having to do all of these again. With the value in the array and... yeah, it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. But other than that, it'll be okay. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use menus for base value. Yeah. I'm simply gonna call this menu, I think. Yeah, I'm simply gonna call this menu. And then I'll rename this one to menu 2, I guess. It's gonna be temporary. I don't really care that much. I don't care the name for it because it's gonna be deleted anyways. So this needs to be false. Start it will be false. This needs to be custom string primary. Why is it doing that? Come on now. This is going to be... trying to think if I should put all of the like the secondary menu and everything into it. The numbers for the secondary menu and everything. Okay, yeah, I'll do everything in here. So this is going to be number 1. So that's the part. This is the option. This is going to be the secondary menu part and option. And the tertiary menu part and option. Do need to be careful though, because like I said, I don't want it to be too much, and I also don't want to have too much change in this. But there will be something that will be changed a lot in this. That's the menu selection change 1 and 2. Both of those are going to be changed a lot. Whenever you change an option, whenever you do anything, that's going to be changed. And I wonder if that'll affect anything. Like I said though, it shouldn't. Like, it doesn't make sense to, because I'm simply setting it a value in the array. It doesn't actually change anything else. So it shouldn't affect anything. Really shouldn't. Let me check quickly. Which one needs to be true and which one needs to be false at the start? Okay, menu selection change 2 needs to be true, so I got it correct. And then I need menu option 1 in here. So that's going to be custom string mode, I think. Or is it? Or will it simply be null? I don't know, actually. I don't. Will it simply be null? Maybe it will be. Let's see, let me check. Do I have that set by default in here? No, I don't. Okay, so yeah, it will be null. Gonna automatically set it. Or will it? Yeah. Yeah, it will. It will. Definitely. Menu option 1 is gonna be set. It's gonna be 10. Menu option 2. Yeah, is also gonna be set. Okay. Good. Now I need What else do I need? Let me go check. Let me go check. All the info text. That's what I need. All of that information on HUD text needs to be in there too. Primary use, secondary use, tertiary use, title, previous option, and then next option. How many is that? 6, okay. 6 more in there. Which I'm trying to think. Do I simply set it to null? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it simply needs to be null. Let me be sure I did that correctly. I might have added an extra null here. Did I? Oh, what's this one for? Yeah, that was an extra null, so. Oh. Should be perfect. Should be correct. Got all of that set up now. All of it is set up. Now all I need to do is implement it. Oh no, I could probably simply name it. No, I won't. I won't name it because that adds some things to it. It's actually not that difficult to remember anyways. I could easily look at an option and see all the numbers and stuff. And I don't know what everything is. What? I forgot to change one to be menu. Hate when that happens. Because then I'm gonna test it and then it's not gonna work. Well, not every time, but a lot of times I do test it and it doesn't work, and I have to come back in here and check everything. A little mistake. Need to add 2 more for menu part and menu option. Dude, it keeps not setting it. Hello? Okay, there. Go to general menu part, menu option. Then we have primary menu part, primary menu option, secondary menu part, secondary menu option, tertiary menu part, and then tertiary menu option. Okay. It's a lot of values. I will say that is a lot of values. Is it too many? Trying to be sure this isn't a mistake. That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah, it should be okay. It should be okay. Tough though. It's a tough one. I really need to be careful with this because it could be bad in a way. Yeah, it could. Like it somehow could affect the game's performance and make it more unstable and make it less efficient. But it could also make it more efficient because I don't have to worry about adding more variables and anything like that. Well, not adding more variables, but I mean like I don't have to worry about putting different variables in there. It simply finds the value in the array. It's not great for naming though. Definitely gonna be more difficult to know exactly what each option is doing. But I'm not really worried about that. Variable is doing, I mean, not each option. It will be more difficult to know which variable is doing what, but it won't be as important as performance. Oh, wait. There will still be a number for option, but there will not be in HUD text anymore. That means I do not need the general number for option because that was only for HUD text. So I only need the general number for part. That means I can delete one option, one value from this. Going to be the last two options. Only I don't even know what this one's going to be. This menu option 1 and 2. It's 2 here. So 11 and 12. I could also put show menu controls. Oh, wait. Show menu controls. Show menu controls. It should be for the info hood text stuff. I don't know what's the reason I didn't put it in informational options. Wait. I guess it's because it's not really part of that part. It's part of the menu controls. It's part of the menu. I don't really know exactly. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna put that one also in the variable. I'll put it at the bottom. It's going to be or no, it's going to be true? Huh, okay, wait, let me see what I can do here. I literally wait until the menu's on anyways, like literally I think it says, yeah, it does. Decided to put that there. That's a bit stupid. I'm guessing it's because it doesn't, I don't want it to wait. Yeah, that's the reason, but doesn't need to be there. I know that. That for a fact. Does still need to wait until the menu's on though, and then it waits 60 seconds, and then it waits until the menu's false, which I'm gonna change these quickly too. Okay, I'm gonna complete this, and then I'm done for today. This is going to be, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a decent challenge. Yeah, it will be. A bunch of things I need to do in the rules specifically, like in all the rules for all the individual options, with the subroutines and everything. That's gonna be a bit of a challenge to do, like I've said, but the parts, the part numbers, and the menu selection change for the conditions, and the primary stuff for the conditions, and and the part for the conditions, for the yeah, the conditions, that won't be too bad. Like, I'll be able to do that decently easily. But everything in the actions list is going to be something interesting. I don't really know how long that's going to use to complete. Yeah, actually, let me see some stuff. See how much there is. Oh yes, all of this needs to be changed. All of that needs to be changed. I might need to do menu option 1 also. That's gonna be tough. Yeah, probably will need to. Putting everything in the menu. Everything in the variable. Yeah. All of that menu stuff in the variable is tough. It really is. Let me look at all the variables. Let me see what I have to potentially put. Menu option on button, menu selection change button, and there's also menu option on. I could technically remove this because this is info HUD text, not menu. I guess I could remove those. And I could also remove these because I was about to do that. But then again, it's two variables that I could use, I guess. But I do want to keep things relating to the menu in there, like the main stuff to the menu. Seems to be it. So I can do menu option on menu selection change button, I think it's called menu selection change button. Is that what it's called? Yeah, and then menu option on button. Could do all three of those things in the menu. Trying to think if I should remove the other ones, the info HUD text ones, because those are gonna be the most demanding ones. Because they're not true or false, they're actual. Yeah, they're actual like information HUD text that like says whatever it needs to say. Like activate, toggle on, off, that type of stuff. increase and decrease. Okay, I think I'll do it though. I think I'll do it because I've seen a huge arrays. Like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do it if I've seen such a massive arrays in custom games and them still working. Though I know those custom games have problems, I don't think their problems are from the arrays. Because if their problems are from the arrays, I feel like I'm barely doing anything compared to those arrays. Like my arrays will be like 1% the size of those arrays that I've seen. So really, it should be okay. But I am changing values in the array. Some of the arrays I've seen that are massive aren't really changing values. Yeah, it should be okay though. It should be okay. There's no way it wouldn't be though. I really don't think so. Don't think so. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I'm trying to think if I should leave the info HUD text alone. Maybe I should even make it into its own array. Maybe I should make it into its own array. That could be safe. That could be a bit safer. Because I originally was planning to make simply everything in this list in that variable. This list that I'm dragging my mouse over. All of these variables here. Making them in that one variable. That's what I was thinking. There's so many. There's so many variables, and they, yeah, they have a lot of things in them. They have a lot of value. They do a lot of things. Especially the previous and next option. But I think I will keep those in the variable. Yeah, I'm tempted to put it all in there. I don't know though. I don't know. I think I will though. I don't think there shouldn't be a problem though. There really shouldn't. Okay, I'll think about this another time. It's getting too late. I'm gonna finish what I started now and keep going. Do all the HUD text quickly and then I'll be done for today. I hope don't need to reverse this change or whatever. Hope this doesn't impact any performance. I mean, yeah, technically it shouldn't. Like, logically, it doesn't. I don't see how it could affect performance because it's simply an array and I'm changing the things inside that array, but it's not updating every frame or whatever. It's like a subroutine almost. But yeah, there shouldn't be any problems. But I'm simply skeptical, that's all. I think 16 and 17 will be for the input binding strings. Yeah. Or will it be? I was doing 15, 16, and 17 for the for the titles. But I think I have to lower that anyways because I subtracted 1. Okay, let me rethink this again. Not rethink it, but let me think about it again. This is menus. This is the menu. Then the part, general part, primary part, option, yeah, all that. This is... yeah, this is menu selection change 1, menu selection change 2. This is menu option 1, menu option 2. This is I think this is info HUD text 13, 14, and 15. But okay, so I think I did something wrong with those other values. 13, let me see here. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 is going to be the info HUD text. And that leaves 16, 17, and 18 to be the titles. And then 19 and 20. Where does that leave? I'm confused. I don't know if did I not put everything I need in here? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I still need 2 more. It's possible. It is possible. Let me put it and see. So let me count how many I need. Let me count it. One, two, three, four, five, six. 7, 8. Nine, 10 for the titles, all the titles, so it's 10 for the titles. Everything then. But I don't know if it is. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so yeah, it's 10 excluding the menu option on and menu option 1 and 2. Okay, I see. And I will still need menu option on, menu selection change button, and menu option on button. Let me think quickly. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna do menu option on button at this, like, am I gonna do that decently at the top or what? what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that somewhere at the top. Menu option on. Going to be false. Option on button is going to be 0. And then menu select and change button is going to be I'm going to put both of those at the top. Not at the absolute top, but yeah. I would say after this, after all of these, I'll put it. I don't think I did the other one, the last one, menu selection change button. Unless no, I didn't. Wait, did I? Oh, it's here. This is menu option on. Okay, I see. Get that up there. Menu option on button, and then menu selection change button. And then the menu selection change 1, menu selection change 2, and then all of this. Yeah. Trying to think if that's too much. It's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. A lot, really. I mean, it's text. A lot of it, too. All these nulls. They're basically going to be text. All these nulls are going to be some form of text. Title, info HUD text. I'm tempted. I'm actually really tempted to put the info HUD text in a separate variable to keep it a bit cleaner, and have it only use one more variable, because I would lower it by 6 or even more. Yeah, more than that. I'd probably lower it by like 8. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. It doesn't hurt that much to do that. It really doesn't. And if I need more variables, I can always come back to do this. Of course, it's gonna cost more time, but I doubt I will need to. I mean, this is literally an an extra one variable that I'm using here to do this, to be sure that everything is going to be efficient. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. So I need to lower this now by 8. I think. All these nulls here, I need to lower them by 8. Okay, there we go. Now what are all those nodes? So we have menu option 1, menu option 2. What is this? Let me check quickly. What is that? What is that? Oh, is that previous option? I think it is. So menu option 1, menu option 2, and then previous option, next option. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think that's safe. Yeah, I think that's really safe. And I'm gonna do, for the info HUD text, I'm gonna do another variable for that. I'll do I guess I'll do this. Info HUD text. Oh yeah, dude, still need menu option on and all that. Oh yes, I think I still have that in there, so it actually is okay. Yeah, I still have that all in there. Change button. Still in there. Input binding strings. Yeah. Bit safer here. That's gonna work. Yeah, I'm a bit more confident in that. A bit more, about 70% more confident in that. I like it. Make this better now. So 0 is still the same. This is what? I think this is the titles. So this is gonna be info HUD text. And it's going to be 4? Yeah, 4. This one's going to be 5. What? 1 info HUD text. X. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, that's next and previous option. Let's see what that is now. So next and previous option, 16 and 17. And the true and false here is 18 now. Go ahead and fix that. Still a lot of values, but not a lot of text. Still an insane amount of values though, but it's not gonna be bad, I don't think. I think that'll be okay. 16, 17. Next and previous. Or previous and next. Is it still 11 and 12 for the other one? Or has that changed too? I think it has changed also. Actually, now that I think about it. 14 and 15. Yeah, it has. Okay. Yep, 14 and 15, and then 16 and 17. Six and 7 is both the input binding strings. know if that's correct, but I have the basis done, so all I need to do is make this stuff correct in the actions, and then I'll come back to this. Not correct. I think that's correct though, actually. Yeah, I should be done. Yeah, I'm done currently. Save that in current test. I'm absolutely going to save this in our new save. No way I'm saving it in test 1. I mean, test 7. I'm saving it in test 1. Definitely. Some interesting stuff today, though, really. A lot of things. But I was already doing this. I was already doing this for a lot of variables, for a lot of things. But now I'm actually doing it for even more. Save more variables, and so I can do more in my preset eventually. But I should be good. I shouldn't need to save every single variable. I can make some sacrifices sometimes. And that's one of them. I mean, I'm not gonna put the info HUD text in that menu away. I was thinking about it, yeah, I was about to do it, yeah, but I didn't do it, so I'm going to keep those two separate because the HUD text stuff is very large, I'll say. It has a lot of value compared to like a number 1 or a true, like a true and false is a lot less than like, I don't know, anything really. Any text in the menu that I have. Mode is, that's like that is a text, so it's like any type of text like that could go in there too. I will still have menu option 1 and 2 in there, which is text, but that is a lot less than having info HUD text and everything from there in there too. All the other stuff, and yeah, it's a lot less. It's a lot less with titles, info HUD text. Well, I keep saying info HUD text because that's like the name of the whole thing, but the primary, tertiary, and secondary informational HUD text, the ones that show you the buttons that you need for the controls, and also for the titles, putting all that in menu, it's too much, I would say. It's definitely too much. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much. It's safer this way. And it's a bit nicer. Makes a bit more sense to me. Since it only focuses on the menu, not the informational HUD text. Which is exactly what that variable is for, so yeah. In that way also, I like it.